think like as long as we stay on the right track and we don't have players getting sick every week and people getting banned, I think we're gonna get there, and I think that we still have a good shot of even getting to playoffs.
Dallas Fuel have dropped 3 straight after starting 2-0 in stage 2. I feel like this team is just in their own head, because what strikes to me being the main issue is that the expectations that...
Going into the next week was hard because, you know, we just took a pretty big hit in terms of like losses, and then it finds out you can't play with your main tank anymore.
We were suggested to not play with xQc because he was supposed to be suspended, or his suspension was supposed to start that week. So we had to immediately start practicing with Taimu. Not really that big of a deal. Like at some point we were gonna have to do it anyway, just because we knew the suspension was coming, whether it was that week or the next week.
The problem with the Overwatch League is you don't have a lot of time to practice these strategies. Like we had 2 days to practice without xQc being like, Timo has to play main tank. So we're having like all these like roster changes, and then we have, you know, trying to integrate Rascal and AKM at the same time, trying to find out where they fit within the team. So we have so many moving pieces that it's really hard to feel comfortable. You know, we had to switch things up on the fly, and then it turned out, hey, we can play xQc this week for the 2 matches. With no practice with xQc coming into that week, we looked so uncoordinated.
It's a tough situation, and I think everything depended for us in the shot game on the first map.
Go ahead, put those hands together for the Dallas Fuel.
Too close to Nevix right now, and that's going to be Chips getting blown up by both of the tanks on the shot. They've isolated the Zenyatta, but there's more work to be done. AKM gets his third kill with a fight at the Helix rocket connection, and Effect brings out the blade. Baby Bay here, desperately trying to get away, but he needs to be on the point. So many things to be done at once here for the shot. It all seems to be falling apart. The Dallas Fuel together. They're going to try and back away and not get staggered. Sleepy's got a bit of room to breathe. He gets bio-grenaded. We got a draw in our first map here. The Fuel, hang on.
Go. Testing.
Then low. Listen up, point.
Are we tips?
Just in. Let's go.
That should really be impossible to come back from for the shock. D-suit here on Nevix. Will he only last for a couple of seconds before he's taken down by the pulse bomb, and the San Francisco Shock get their first map win of this series to make it 1-0 position. Immediately D-suited as soon as he gets back in the mech. Dante finishes him off. Baby Bay with a big xQc forcing the recall out of effect, and xQc's not going to get out of this one alive. We're in overtime, and there's a self-destruct in the payload. San Francisco Shock will take Kings Row, and hence will take the series.
It opens up with a sleepy kill on...
We sort of beat ourselves against Shock, but, you know, well played to them. They a couple of their players played really well in that series, and you got to give them props. Going into that Shock series, we were all really frustrated about how underprepared we were for that match. So going into Mayhem, we spent a lot of time knowing exactly what we want to do, what they might do, and we had a very clear strategy.
We actually did a lot of preparation for the Mayhem match. We had our day of scrims. We did a lot of talking. We did a lot of planning. Then once we got into the game, I think the first 2 maps were pretty dominant on our side, and I think our preparation showed.
In this matchup, like I had mentioned before, it's going to be a game of 2 teams who desperately need a victory. You know, both need the win, neither can afford the loss, honestly.
And they're looking pretty equal as well.
Oh, this is not going well for the Mayhem. Tavik ends up...
Right now, the man just thrown the map away, Matt. It's going to be tough to deal with Rascal on the high ground. I'd say very, very tough to try and close the gap. But no, that'll be it. The Dallas Fuel slugged their way through. It was a very back and forth map.
Do easy work with it. Now it's going to be an attack by as it comes out, but he's already lost a few members of the team.
Vic has got a technical point over here. All he can do is try and stand on it. Effect comes up a little bit short there. Oh no! Vic couldn't get to the point.
And yeah, we executed really well, and then you go to Kings Row, and we tried to pull out the Bastion strat.
It was very planned out. It was something we had talked about. We were ready to do it. We knew what we wanted to do, but we also knew that it's something you can only try once. So if it doesn't work the first push, it's going to be very hard to.
Now, final deliberations on hero selections. It's unlikely that AKM really goes for the Bastion here. Maybe yeah, okay. All right, we're going to see it.
Right at the Bastion, yeah. So we've seen this very sparingly You know, some to the point, he does have a self-destruct to use. He's going to pop it on the point. He's going to force some of the... Oh, the Buell get off of the point there.
What?
As, yeah, I know, the self-destruct. I thought it used because it looked like Tavik and Manitin and Swoosh were in on the supports. Maybe just give it the chip so he can stay alive.
He's actually spawn camping them.
They're going to use an EMP in front of their spawn. Just
See what you're hoping for. AKM in the distance, striving to get the damage down. And he's found a couple of targets, but who's on the payload for the Dallas Fuel? It's Chips, but he wasn't there. It's a map 5. I heard the fun and games might well be over here for the Dallas Fuel, as they're going to fall behind and probably lose this first fight, Matt.
Yeah, they get Taimu extremely weak as well. He should fall. He does at the hands of Logic, so it'll just be Mickey and Harry Hook on the point.
The tracer room effective jump onto the point. He recalls out, goes again, but he's low. Surely that's it. Surely it's over. Tavik is stalling in the back line, and they've done it. The Florida Mayhem is their second win of the season.
They now go to 2-14 for the Dallas Fuel. What a marathon match.
Honestly, we were so prepared. Even Kyle made a tweet saying we're underprepared is just not an excuse for this match. That was a hard loss for us because, as I said, these are the teams we need to beat to really start shining again.
Given our team's popularity, it seems like we get a lot of judgment because of that, and it's a lot of increasing pressure. Like, the pressure right now on everyone on this team is enormous. I'm trying to take it off them. I'm trying to like keep it all on myself. I kind of have to take the burden off them, and I'm trying to do my best at that. But stage is rough right now. It's rough, and because we're like kind of in a fragile state, I think like confidence kind of like it wanes.
One of the biggest weaknesses is our ability to, when we get kicked down, is to refocus, and that's something that we as a team are really trying to work on. That's a hard thing to fix because that's personalities, you know, how people think and that kind of stuff. So it's not going to be an overnight fix, and something that, you know, we can't just sort of stop at the drop of a hat. So we're trying to make sure we never get in this situation again where when we start losing, it all goes downhill from there, because teams can exploit that really easily.
Still positives from this match, but you guys can see that, like, you know, some of that hard work, yeah, it didn't show on paper, but it's, you know, you have time to reset tomorrow and get back to it for a whole week next week. Like, don't be too down on yourselves. It's all right. We still got a long way to go.
It's still important for everyone to remember that like everyone on this team is a human. It takes a serious toll on people's confidence in the game and for the team. And if we lose the first map or we lose a map, it feels like it's very hard for our team right now in this state specifically to just keep it together. But I feel like it's also hard for fans to see the psychological side of the matches. So to everyone that says, fire Kai do this, why aren't you playing Seagull? Why aren't you playing Rascal more? Why aren't you playing Chips more? Why aren't you playing Custom more? Why is Timo playing main tank now? I guess the only thing I can say to those comments specifically is you just have to trust me. I mean, I'm not going to do anything that's going to sabotage the team. I'm doing whatever I believe is best for the team. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm the best. I'm not going to say that I'm perfect. I'm not going to say that someone can't do better than me, but I don't think that you want to take someone that's been with them for so long and someone that cares about them so much, someone that's trying so hard to make them the best they can be. And I think my creativity combined with the right players, the right mindsets, having this amazing roster that we have, once we get everything fixed, I think that we're going to become very dominant. We just need to get there.